Good day, friends. Miloa here, and today we are going to start the playthrough of the new zone called Yondershire. Let's go. Okay, so I am in Needle Hole in the Shire, and I am going to go over here to Yondershire. A whole new region to explore. I'm super looking forward to this. So let's go. I'm gonna cancel out these quests. Not gonna do anniversary stuff right now. We are gonna go search for Yondershire. I confess I have very rarely come this way. So it should be interesting. Here's Rushock Gate. Go through Rushock Gate. No, I'm still in the Shire. Now I'm entering Yondershire. Oh, just rode past the quest giver. Alright, we can go boffin.
Please, stay a moment.
A visit to Yondershire. Well, hello there, Miloa. This is a pleasant surprise. I am on my way to Yondershire to welcome my cousin Prisca's daughter Angelica to her new home. She is not in her tweens anymore, you see, and has purchased a home in Nobottle. That's a funny name. They grow up so fast, don't they? Prisca and her other children are planning a housewarming party for Angelica, and I am certain you would be welcome as well. Some of Prisca's brood made the trip a few days ago. They intend to find a suitable present to give their sister. Perhaps don't tell Prisca I said that. She dislikes when I refer to her children as a brood. She broods on it, you know? Bingo chuckles to himself. I should remember to write that down. Anyway, if you're in a festive sort of mood, I suppose to meet up with my cousins in the center of Tickfield. It's to the northwest of here in Yondershire. Objective: meet up with Camilla Boffin and her siblings in Tyfield. Let's see. Tyfield's over there. Nobottle. We'll just grab that stable master on the way. I'm so excited to get to explore a whole new region of the Shire. This is going to be so much fun. New deed, sights of Yondershire. Stable's going to be to the south. Oh, here's a new quest. Salga Greengrass.
Might I have a word with you?
From Nobottle to Long Cleeve. Welcome to the village of Nobottle. I am Salga Greengrass of the Yonder Watch. We are at Nobottle welcome both friends and strangers alike. Despite what you may have been told, farmers, brewers, riders, and all sorts of folks reside here in Nobottle, and we are proud of them all. We even have some guests at the moment, such as that Fredgar Bulger, a hobbit from away on whom I have been keeping my eye. Perhaps you can do the same. While you are here, I recommend exploring our lively village and seeing the sights. The village center, Nobottle Farm, and the Fox and Fiddle. The finest tavern in all of Yondershire. When you are done, feel free to make the journey to the village of Long Cleeve. Once there you can meet Rosa, the newest Reeve. She took over for her mother, you see, who was Reeve before. Don't let me talk your ears off. Get to sightseeing. Okay, we're making a side trip. We're gonna go sightseeing Nobottle. The village center is cozy and bustling. Let's grab the stable
Good
master.
day.
Let's see, we can go to Buckland, Dooland, Shire destinations. Okay. Guess we gotta go in here. This is probably the Fox and Inn. Fox and what? Fox and Fiddle. Hubo Clayhanger.
Good day. Might I
Hubo
have a word with you?
Clayhanger and his Tales of Wonder. Why, hello there! I have not seen you before, which can only mean one thing. You do not live in the village. I knew it! I may have spent most of my time right here in the Fox and Fiddle, but I have found that news as a way of collecting in taverns better than anywhere else. What brings you to Nobottle? An adventurer, you say? Oh ho! I am something of an adventurer myself. You simply must come back to my home. You can view my collection of books and regale me with tales of your most interesting and exciting adventures. This is a rather busy inn. Just look at all these hobbitses. Definitely much larger than most of them are. I wonder if that... Yeah, 130. It's funny to see all these high level tunes running around. It's just because we're also excited to experience Yondershire. It's been forever since they released the Shire-like area. It's so cool. The young hobbit speaks to the crowd of admirers. Fredrigar Bolger.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Canvas of Defiance. The young hobbit speaks to the small crowd that gathers around him. They say the bounders protect the bounds. Why is that? That is because everything within the bounds is our home. We are hobbits, are we not? We will decide where the bounds are and where the bounds are not. The young hobbit turns his attention to you. You there. You look like you could use some more convincing. Speak to these hobbits gathered around. They will tell you I speak only the truth. Talk to his admirers.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Fredrigar is worried about Yondershire, and I believe him. We live a peaceful life, but lately I've seen more and more troublemakers about.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Fredrigar speaks the truth. I have seen a ruffian or two across the bounds of southern Yondershire. We have got to do something.
How do you do?
He is such a good storyteller. I could listen to him talk about the bounds all day. Did you know the bounds of the Shire used to be different from the current bounds? I've seen the maps. Hubo Clayhanger has a book containing such maps in his collection. Now, what was the name of that author? It was someone familiar, but I can't remember why.
How do you do?
I don't have proof, but I think some of the stone walls that mark the old bounds are being moved. One day the old wall was intact, and the next, why, it was missing a stone or two. Someone is up to something.
How do you do?
Now that you have spoken to these fine hobbits, you must see that I speak the truth. My name is Fredrigar, and I have but one concern, the state of the bounds. There has been something upsetting going on in the Shire. I can't say any more than that, but you will have to take my word for it. There are frightening folk about, and Fredrigar shivers. The less said of that, the better. But I have also seen a number of ruffians moving about, and we can surely do something about them. Can I ask you to persuade some ruffians to turn tail and return to their homes outside the Shire? I know they have taken up residence in the ruins of Oslagarath to the north, but you might also find them prowling about elsewhere in Yondershire. Defeat 8 ruffians in Yondershire. Okay. Uh-oh. Don't tell me we're gonna have more post to deliver. Postman, yep, we got more post. A hint of
Can I take a
tampering.
moment of your time?
Oh, hello. If you have a complaint to file against the quick post, I do ask that you submit it in writing and deliver it to my assistant Ebo. We are aware of a number of issues involving delayed or lost mail that some hobbits have reported over the past few weeks. Rest assured, the quick post will get to the bottom of it. With that out of the way, who are you? How can I help you today? You introduce yourself to Postman Grub and ask what's happening at the quick post. Pleased to meet you, Miloa. I'm Walter Grub, and I've been a postman going on 12 years. I'd say it's my calling, if you believe in such things. As for what's going on with the quick post, I wish I could tell you. Like I said, the mail's been turning up late or not at all, and the folk in Yondershire aren't too happy about it. I don't know if the postmaster's been trying something new or altering routes, but I don't think that's it. Postman Grub looks around and lowers his voice. Between you and me, I think someone's been tampering with the mail. If you're of a mind to help me sort this out, meet me inside the quick post. I am not going to be delivering mail tonight. I will save those quests for another night. Let's go inside the quick post. Hello there. If you're looking for the postman, he's in the back. Thank you so much. Coming through. There's Postman Grub.
Is there something I can do for you?
I must apologize for the mess, Miloa. You see, we're a bit backed up here in Nobottle with letters and parcels due to be delivered to the Hithershire. Most folks down in Delving, Hobbiton and the like just call it the Shire, but it seems a bit odd to me. But I digress. We've had a few postmen come up from Hithershire with small deliveries, but none of them are taking as much as they ought to deliver back to the rest of the Shire. It's almost like they're trying to slow the whole thing down. For goodness sake, we've had a parcel due for stock sitting here for over a month. Ibba received a delivery from the quick post of Waymeat this morning, and as usual it was very light. Unfortunately, after I inspected the letters and parcels, I only became more suspicious that someone's been deliberately tampering with the mail. Why don't you head up front and take a look at them, Miloa? I am curious to know what you make of their condition. It appears this envelope was unsealed and hastily resealed with some kind of sap. This parcel appears to have been marked with a curious symbol of ink. This parcel is unsealed and its lid sits loosely atop it. Although this letter shows no sign of tampering, it is wrinkled and stained by tea. It appears this envelope was unsealed and resealed with wax of a different color. This parcel's knots appear to be hastily tied, and it bears a curious symbol in ink.
Is there something I can do for you?
What do you think, Miloa? What did you make of those letters and parcels? Are my concerns ill-founded? You tell Postman Grub that unless many hobbits have coincidentally forgotten to add postscripts until after sealing their letters, you must conclude that there are obvious signs of tampering on all of the recent deliveries at the quick post in Nobottle. I knew it.
Please, stay a moment.
I knew it, Miloa. If Postmaster Proudfoot had caught wind of this, he'd have already put a stop to it. After all the work he's put in to maintain the good reputation of the quick post, there's no chance he'd let some sort of conspiracy drag it into the mud. I have to inform the postmaster at once. Postmaster Grub takes out a blank piece of parchment and inks a quill. He begins writing, periodically glancing to his ledger. Now, Miloa, I hope you don't mind, but I need to ask you to deliver this to Postmaster Proudfoot and Michael Delving. In case something should happen to this letter, commit it to your memory that Nobottle has received 33 pieces of mail from the Hithershire in the past month. The postmaster will have his own records on hand, and I would urge him to compare them against my own. Postman Grubb finishes writing, seals the letter, and hands it to you. I'm counting on you, Miloa. There is something afoot in the Shire. Okay. Let's port to Michael Dalving, because I have that port. Now, postman is going to be up this way. I just rode past him, didn't I? There he is. Postmaster Proudfoot.
How rude!
Hello there! What's this now? You hand Postman Grubb's letter to Postmaster Proudfoot. He unseals it and begins reading, and after a long moment his eyes widen. Well, I don't like the sound of this at all. To my knowledge, the Quick Post has not altered our service to Nobottle, or Yondershire for that matter, and we certainly would not make a habit of failing to make deliveries entirely. To his credit, Walter has provided a detailed record of the comings and goings at the Quick Post in Nobottle. One of my associates, Onyx Nethercott, has taken to maintaining the ledger, and I assure you our records are current and accurate. A careful comparison between Walto's records and the ledger should tell us everything we need to know. You'll find Onyx behind the counter inside the Quick Post. Tell her to bring out the ledger and see if everything is in record. Hey, we finally get to go into this building. We've never been able to do that. Behind the counter, Onyx Nethercott dutifully prepares notices for the Quick Post.
Is there something I can do for you?
Oh, hello. What brings you to the Quick Post today? You introduce yourself and tell Onyx that Postmaster Proudfoot has asked to see the ledger to compare it to Postman Grubb's records. Oh dear me, has some sort of mistake been made? Just a moment. Onyx leans down, produces a heavy ledger from under the counter and examines its spine. After a moment, Onyx sets it down on the counter with a muffled thud. Here you go, Miloa. Take all the time you need. According to the ledger, 58 letters and parcels were bound for the Yondershire.
Hello.
A discrepancy? I can't believe such a thing happened on my watch. Onyx pauses for a moment and composes herself. 58 pieces of mail sent out, but only 33 actually made it to the Yondershire? That just doesn't make any sense. And besides, no one's ever lost that much on their routes. Not since the days of Ned Harfoot. Here, Miloa, show the ledger to the postmaster and see what he makes of it. If there's trouble in the Quick Post, it's not happening here in Michael Dalving.
How rude!
You've brought the ledger. Were you able to find what we were looking for? You tell Postmaster Proudfoot that you found clear discrepancies between the records of Michael Dalving and Nobottle. He shakes his head solemnly. I have to thank Miss Nethercott for keeping such neat records. To be quite honest, that has never been a strength of mine. If it's all the same to you, I'd still like to examine it myself. You hand the ledger to Postmaster Proudfoot. He leaves through it, pausing in a few places and tracing along the page with his finger. After a short while, he snaps the ledger shut. It is as you said, Miloa. The discrepancy of 25 pieces of mail.
Could I take a moment of your time?
If the evidence of tampering that postman Grubb discovered wasn't bad enough, we now know for certain that someone is interfering with the quick post. However, if these would-be conspirators don't know what they've been found out, we can use it to our advantage. Firstly, we must safeguard the mail due to be delivered through Yondershire. After Onyx and the others sorted here in Michael Delving, it is sent to Waymeet for any final preparations, and then carried along the usual route to Nobottle. Postman Twofoot oversees the quick post at Waymeet. You'll need to speak with him and ensure that the mail for Yondershire is returned to my care here in Michael Delving. Until this issue is sorted out, I don't want to take any chances. Next, I'd like to conduct a test of the route to Nobottle. Something is going wrong between Waymeet and Nobottle, and I want to know what it is, but I'd rather not risk someone's mail for the test. With a look of sudden inspiration on his face, Postmaster Proudfoot produces a piece of parchment from his pocket. He begins scrawling a lengthy letter, and after a long moment, he seals the letter and crumples it gently in his hands. Here, Miloa, I've written an exhaustive account of the weather over the course of the past week, and a ranking of my favorite pies in the Shire. Perfectly innocent, I would think. I've not signed it, of course. I don't want them knowing I've found them out if something goes awry. When you arrive at Waymeet, ask Postman Twofoot to provide you a satchel. You'll run the route to Nobottle yourself, and if you meet with any resistance along the way, return to me at once. Hurry now, Miloa. The quick post is depending on you. Alrighty, off to Waymeet we go.
What do you need?
Good day to you. May I help you with something? We tell Postman Twofoot that Postmaster Proudfoot has requested that the satchels of mail bound for Yondershire be returned at once to the quick post in Michael Delving. You also inform him that the postmaster has asked you to conduct a test of the route from Waymeet to Nobottle. Ah, I see. Is something amiss with that route in particular? For what it's worth, the satchels for Yondershire haven't been sent out for delivery yet. My assistant Norbert was handling them today, and last I saw he was still wandering about Waymeet. If I had to guess, he's probably left the satchels about to collect any last-minute letters and parcels. I've told him time and again that he should keep an eye on the satchels, but he's always off looking at pipeweed fields or busy chatting with nosy folk. As for Postmaster's test, it'll take a little shuffling, but I think I can find an empty satchel around here for you. If you'd go collect those satchels and tell Norbert to bring them to Michael Delving without delay, I can have it sorted out by the time you're back. Collect the satchels of mail bound for Yondershire at Waymeet. Okay, he said he is somewhere around here. Oh, there's some ruffians looking at the satchel. Dropped something, did you? You ought to be more careful. the other one's this way. Take the satchels back. Oh, no. Gotta go find Norbert. Delivering satchels and orders. What's this? Postmaster wants to see the mail for Yondershire? Okay, heading back to postman.
Hello?
You found Norbert and sent him back to Michael Dalving with the satchels? Very good. Norbert's a good worker. He just needs to occasionally kick to keep him on task. I do wish he'd take an interest in something besides pipeweed, though. It's as if he thinks a hobbit can only have one hobby. Appearing to realize he has lost his own train of thought, Postman Twofoot gestures towards the table outside, the quick post. That way, meet. I've emptied out a satchel for you, like the postmaster asked. Feel free to use it. Okay, let's grab the satchel and then head on out.
Hello?
It's been a while since I've made the trip to Nobottle myself, but it's a nice route. It's a nice town too. Truth be told, I've spent more than a few nights and even a few mornings in the Fox and Fiddle. Postman Twofoot finally appears to notice that you have finished preparing the satchel for Yondershire. All settled then? Just the one letter. I suppose it's just a test. That's for the best.
Might I speak with you a moment?
If Postmaster Prosford wants you to run the usual route to Nobottle, you'll have to follow the road north through the bog to Needlehole, and then continue northwest to the Russia Gate. Once you pass through the gate, you'll be on the road to Nobottle. Postman Grubb is always about at the quick post, so he should be easy to spot. Ah, right, you've already met. It's a bit of a journey, but it's a simple enough route. Oh, and keep an eye out for Nosy Hobbit. Best of luck to you, Miloa. I hope the postmaster is able to sort this out. Okay, we've got to avoid Nosy Hobbits, or I'll have to restart. Okay, which means do not follow the route. Oh, I gotta take the filled satchel. Carry the filled satchel. Oh, okay. I'm not allowed to use my mount. Best way of avoiding nosy hobbits is to stay off the road, but we gotta kind of stay with the road so we know where the trouble is. I'm gonna turn the music up while we ride. beetle hole? Keep an eye out for... Gotta keep an eye out for nosy hobbits. Wait, what's that you've got there? I'll be needing to take a look at that.
Hello.
Haven't you heard, postman? There's new rules by order of the chief sheriff. All mail is subject to inspection prior to delivery, especially to the Yondershire. Hand that satchel over and I'll decide if it's worth the chief's time. Now, let's see here. With a harumph, Bounder Dogberry slips the letter into his pocket.
What do you need?
Like I expected, the chief hasn't seen to this one yet. No mark, no delivery, just one letter though. I might as well bring it to the chief, even if it's a bunch of prattle. Bounder Dogberry furrows his brow and a sneer forms at the corner of his mouth. Don't you worry, I'll make sure the quick post gets their satchel back. Talk to postmaster Proudfoot and Malcolm Delving. Okay. Mapping back.
It's been a foul day, it has.
You're back sooner than I expected, Miloa. What happened? You tell Postmaster Proudfoot about the bounder you encountered at Rushock Gate. You inform him that someone titled Chief Sheriff has been issuing new orders to the bounders demanding inspection of the mail and interfering with the quick post. Chief Sheriff? Why, there's no such thing. I'd sooner call myself Lord of the Post. There's a first sheriff. Yes, but he's never been the sort for more rules. In fact, he spends most of his time puttering about in the town hall as far as I can tell. No, this is some upstart meddling in things he has nothing about. Dogberry, was it? You tell the mayor what that bounder said to you and have him set things right for the quick post. Talk to Mayor Will Wolford.
Hello there.
Yes, may I help you with something? You inform Mayor Will Whitfoot of Postmaster Proudfoot's concerns and the so-called Chief Sheriff interfering with the quick post. You tell him that the postmaster has insisted that service to Yondershire be restored and free of any unlawful inspections. Why? There's no such title. Ah, the postmaster said that too, did he? I wonder if this has anything to do with that upstart in Hobbiton. A terrible nuisance, that one. If you would allow me a moment to think, I believe I can resolve this matter to the satisfaction of the postmaster.
Stay and have some tea.
That concludes today's adventure. Please hit the like and subscribe button to not miss an episode. Thanks for watching!